You are listening to the Horse Radio Network, part of the Equine Network family.
Hey, you're listening to Adulting with Horses, the best place to be if you can't be at the barn. We are your co-hosts and equine authors, Heather Wallace and Natalie Keller-Reinert. As crazy horse girls, we don't take ourselves too seriously in the saddle or out. We celebrate the things that make us different. Join us as we talk about horses and pop culture and get a little weird in a fun way. Thank you for being a little weird with us.
You're live.
And we're live, Natalie.
We're live. We're back and we're live.
I'll never get over that. Just hit record, you know?
Well, yeah, technically, we're recording in the morning, so we're like a morning show. We could be shock jocks.
No, we're not a morning show. We are definitely not intended for morning for
we
people.
We could get a slide whistle.
Although I do feel like a lot of people listen to us while they're mucking out, though, which does happen in the mornings. But no, I don't think my filter is suitable for a morning show.
Well, with satellite, you can say whatever you want. I mean,
that's true.
Howard Stern is a morning show.
Yeah, wake the fuck up, people. Let's go.
Exactly. There used to be a great author in Florida named Tim Dorsey, and in his version of Tampa, the morning show was "Get the Hell Out of Bed, Tampa Bay." Like that was the Good Morning America locally.
I heart that.
Everybody watched Get the Hell Out of Bed, Tampa Bay.
Well, I was excited to get out of bed so much so this morning that I thought our meeting to record was an hour earlier and you were still asleep.
I was. I looked at my phone at 9:06 and you had just texted and I was like, "Oh, there's no way I agreed to 9. That can't be me."
Sorry. Well, we were texting last night about the pretty fun things that we just announced to our clubhouse.
Yes.
So now that we're working on the actual page for it to be announced like publicly, maybe we should drop this little nugget of awesomeness.
I mean, by the time this comes out, it's going to be real.
It's going to be real.
It's going to be happening.
I think, what do you want to do the honors? Brrr.
Ladies and gentlemen. Boys and girls, if you must. And everyone in between. August 20th, 2027 is the inaugural Hijinx on the High Seas with Adulting with Horses podcast.
Yes,
sailing on the adventure of the seas to the fine islands of the Atlantic and Caribbean Sea.
I'm all about the Bahamas, best beaches, in my opinion.
Well, and this is a really fantastic itinerary. I'm kind of extremely excited about it, actually. I didn't even realize when we signed up for it.
Well, for us, it was the dates. It was the dates.
Yeah.
From the Horse Radio Network Horse Lovers Cruise. And we checked to, because that was their last one. And we were like, you know what, we want to keep this party going and actually maybe even amp it up a little bit.
Amp it up.
We're amping it up because we love our friends at Horses in the Morning so much. But they're a morning show. We are nighttime, baby.
Yeah, and cruise ships are really awesome at night. I don't know if you've noticed, people tend to stay up all night. People,
I don't know about that, but I do go to bed later. And I take a lot of naps. So I can stay up later. No, it's going to be so much fun. So we have a whole bunch of things in store for everybody. We had announced it to the clubhouse. The booking link is going to be live probably by the time this episode comes out. So go to our pages and look. But all the shenanigans will be shenanigans again and again and again for 5 nights, starting in Florida because, I can't get out of Florida fast enough.
That's
so we're going to be
boats
leaving from Florida in August. But it's going to be so much fun. And Natalie and I are here to just absolutely cause chaos, but in reality. And we hope to see a whole bunch of our friends there and people we haven't met yet and maybe who listen. We would love to meet you guys. So we've got a whole bunch of stuff planned for the event.
Planning. And let me tell you, it's good. It's 2 days at sea, which is fantastic because it's a great ship. You can enjoy the ship and all of the fun stuff we're going to do on it. A day in Bimini, Bahamas.
I haven't been there yet.
No, very few people go to Bimini. Actually, a lot of people fly there. and go to a resort. It's not like Nassau, which if you still get off the boat in Nassau, God bless you. And then Labadee, the beautiful like Caribbean sort of seaside area in Haiti that Royal Caribbean has, which is super beautiful because like I love the Bahamas, but I love a Caribbean island that lifts up out of the sea, with the mountainous skyline and the turquoise water. So just the idea of seeing that calms me down to my little Pisces soul. I love it so much.
And I think last time we were at Labadee, we didn't even get off the boat because we were working on some project or something. So
yeah, I think you're right.
So
My
we really
sister
do
does
want to
get
see
off
it
there.
this
She
time, and
really
we want
likes
to
it.
see it with you guys.
Yeah.
So if you guys are, like sea loving people, you don't even have to be cruisers. Like that's okay. We'll help you. But we're gonna have a party and it's gonna be so much fun. No, nothing is gonna be required, but we will be having daily happy hours and a whole bunch of theme nights and game nights and some prizes and fun things like that. So we're gonna be having a blast and maybe even some little gifts along the way.
A little something.
Check
out our podcast Clubhouse on Facebook, Adulting with Horses podcast Clubhouse, something like that.
Something like that.
If you're not on Facebook, kudos, good for you. Go to Instagram, Adulting with Horses podcast, and I'll have a link for you there.
Perfection. So
Yay.
Now that we have that out of the way, I'm sure we've already had so much excitement for that. So I'm pretty happy with the feedback we're getting so far.
Everyone's still driving straight. You haven't spilled your manure wheelbarrows. Everybody's safe. Get in a safe place.
Be safe.
Okay.
Well, I wanted to bring up a topic today because I'm not there yet. But, there is a bad word that comes in horse riding, and it starts with a C. I don't think it's the one you're thinking.
I think it is.
Is it?
Is it about mares?
Could be. No, I think, for a lot of us adult Ammies, like especially the older we get, the canter is kind of a scary word.
What is that? That, frankly, that makes me mad. Because I used to gallop racehorses and gallop for fun, and now cantering makes me nervous. And then I do it, and I'm like, that was fine.
Right.
What's the problem? Yeah.
But it's like this mental roadblock.
It is. It's got to be completely mental, right? Tell me it's completely mental.
Completely mental. Completely mental. I look back and I used to say that the canter, and I actually still swear by this, to me, the canter is the most fun gait to ride. Like I find it very fun, but I'm also terrified of it right now because I don't know why.
This is not reassuring.
No, and it's funny because like the more people I talk to, especially at work and everything like that, a lot of people are like, "Oh, I don't do much. I just walk trot," and I'm like, that's a lot. A lot of people really underestimate that, but like for some reason, canter is such a scary word for people.
Yeah.
And so, I wanted to talk about that a little bit because I think a lot of it it doesn't have to be fast. I think a lot of people think it's because it's fast, but it's not, especially if you're doing it in like a really good way.
I think a real challenge with the canter that comes up, especially if you're not super strong, like a lot of us aren't because we don't ride a ton because we have lives, is the balance. And it's not our balance necessarily, but also our horse's balance, because the trot is naturally balanced, right? 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Very easy to rebalance your horse at the trot. Or if they fall into a crazy trot, to do a very unattractive haul back on the reins, lift their head physically, back down to a walk. It looks like crap, but we all do it. Right. And then our trainers are like, can you not just slow your post? And you're like, if I could slow my post, I would be teaching the lesson because I would be a professional who rode 10 horses a day. That's the only way I could slow my post, lady. So anyway, and I kind of can, but that is a whole other story. I'm not that good at it. The canter, I don't know about your horse or everybody else's horse, but my horse is very heavy in the front.
Yeah.
And so when he canters,
a lot of them are.
He just goes downward and downward. His chin is lowering. His knees are bumping his bit. Like he's just like,
and what a dropped head means. There's a crow hop or a buck coming any minute.
here's the thing. It's not always, he doesn't always mean that, but my brain puts those two things together.
Exactly.
He's just trying to survive.
Well, it's like me anytime I try to exercise. I mean, fair.
Right.
Right. Well,
The
and I
empathy
think it's
is
important
strong.
you talk about balance because you're talking from like, he's always on his forehand.
Mm-hmm.
I think my balance gets off in the canter. And then my horse, who is more fit than I am, I'll be honest, he has to balance me. And then he kind of rushes.
Yeah.
And it doesn't feel solid underneath me. Because, like, I'll tell you, a solid canter where, your hands are still and your body is just fluid, there's nothing better than that. But it's really hard to get there when you haven't been riding very often and you're like a pogo stick and you feel like you're flailing around like you're like a straw man on their back.
I just deleted some videos.
Uh-oh. I hit a nerve, huh?
They're old. Like I've been going back and deleting some old stuff on my phone. And these videos are from like 2017 when I first started riding Ben. And I was like, oh no, this is not good for either of us. This is bad and should not be chronicled or remembered. Where it was very floopy. Also, I didn't have a good sports bra. And
yeah, I have some videos of that myself.
I looked like, used car lot guy. Like
exactly
only where the arms are waving by my ears, that's actually my boobs just waving. So everything there's just so much to lose balance with. It's not even fair.
And I have no core strength after having twins. It has been, and so I will tell you, my pony is really technical and really sensitive. And so if I try to sit the canter, he thinks that my trying to sit is a driving seat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
And then if I half sit it, anytime my balance changes, like I'll give you a perfect example. So he has auto leads, and we had to learn very early on that I could not shift at all coming around any turns, or he would change his lead.
Yeah.
And so now the new thing is, if we're tracking right, it's only to the right. And again, he's neurological, so just bear with us. If I half halt him on the outside rein, he will switch leads. So I cannot use the outside rein. My hand has to be still, and I have to half halt with my inside rein and then not change my balance. And I got to be honest, the thought of doing that, it makes me really tired because I'm so out of shape.
It's a lot. I took a couple lessons on Ben a couple years ago, right after I moved up here, and I did a jumping lesson, and we were both tired, like instantaneously tired, and I would like jump a line and then come around to the right, and then I would slightly almost die and then recover myself, and he would change his lead, and he did it 3 times in a row, like in a straight line. And the trainer goes, why does he keep changing his lead there? And I'm like, because I'm rebalancing myself because my legs are giving out.
Yeah. And he's
responding beautifully.
Yeah.
Like, and I can feel his spine shift, and he goes, and I'm like, wow, talented horse. And she's like, he shouldn't change his lead there. I said, no, why don't we just appreciate what we've got?
The fact that he has skills, okay?
Like, I feel great about this, actually. I didn't know we could do this.
Actually, that is impressive.
It really was.
He needs to get the kudos for that.
He deserves all the gold stars.
That's
pulls
the thing. I mean, I feel like we always talk about the adult amateur riders, but maybe we should celebrate the adult Emmy horses right now because they put up with so much from us.
They put up with so much.
I mean, honestly, Ferris is a saint, and I have been battling mentally coming back into riding because I have been getting on. I am probably the biggest chicken that I've been in decades, and this is knowing my horse as well as I do and literally just not trusting myself. Like this whole last couple of years has created such a mistrust of myself in me, and I feel so horrible because it's really not Pony's fault. Like the trainer will get on him and he's perfect, but I'll get on him and he's like walking off from the mounting block and he's spooking at things and it's me. I know it's me.
Right.
And so like the idea of just cantering and moving through it is so foreign to me because I'm lucky to just sit on his back and breathe. at this
Right. I know
point.
the feeling. It's like you have to go through a million pep talks.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't really like, I'm always going, well, he's not really fit and he's going to tumble forward and, you know, risking injury and this, that, and the other thing. And then I started saying, okay, we're going to canter a circle and I half seat and I canter and it feels great. We both have a good time.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh,
It's
this
just
is
getting over that hump.
And then after you've done it, oh my God, your seat's more secure. And if he starts popping around because he cantered and that turned him into like, he's like now a quarter horse racehorse champion again, apparently. That's fine. Because now your seat's more secure because, you know, you did what you should have done when you warmed up and that was ride for 10 minutes, do some canter work, and now you have a secure seat for the rest of your ride. It's like, oh, nature has stepped in and is taking care of you.
Yeah. And
Trust
nature. I really like, I think in my brain, I know in my brain, I'll correct myself. I know in my brain that when I think canter, like we canter first before the trot a lot of times because that gets him thinking forward. But if I get on him and he's already forward, I'm afraid to canter because I don't want him too forward. You know what I'm saying? And so I have it in my brain that like one negates the other. And that's not always the case. And it's funny because we're talking about, you know, I fall apart, I think. It's me. And so I know how to balance him, which is great. But like mentally, I think I have this block. And it's so funny because I'm supposed to be riding in Iceland on all these horses I don't know.
Yeah.
And you know what they don't do? They don't canter, not usually. But it's funny
Maybe
because I would rather ride the Tolts, which can be faster than a canter because it's flat and uphill.
Yes.
Than riding a downhill canter.
Yes.
Because I
That
feel
makes
like I'm going to
sense.
go flying.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm less stable.
Can you ride the canter? You have Western saddle.
I do.
Can you sit back and ride like a cowgirl? Like just
I could even do that. I have a dressage saddle. I could even do that in the dressage.
Yeah, well, I mean, I ride in a dressage saddle, but I've started cantering in 2-point because I think it's easier for everybody.
Yeah.
You know, like
that's what I usually
balanced. I don't rest my hands on the neck like a child or anything like that, but like I'm up and I'm balanced. And I think here's the thing. My security, like my safety net and how I'm bringing myself back into things like cantering comfortably is strength, my own strength.
Yes.
And being able to stand up again in the saddle the way I used to gallop is actually how I'm comfortable cantering right now. And I can only do that because I do a lot of strength training. And I only do a lot of strength training because I make my own schedule and I'm able to force myself to do that even though I don't enjoy it at all.
Well, you know, and that's one thing I think is really amazing. And yeah, I'm lacking in the exercise. But one thing I think I nailed before I stopped riding for my little hiatus was finally got a nice solid leg underneath me.
Yeah.
And I was really proud of that. And so far it seems like it's back. You know, I mean, ish. You know, I'm not as strong, so I definitely get sore pretty quickly. But you know what I think I just need to do? I think I just need to go out and just be like, oh, we're just going to canter today and just get it out of the way and do it almost first while he's still kind of pokey and slow. And then we don't have to do it again later, but like just get, like, it's like attacking the thing that scares you, like go on the biggest roller coaster first.
Absolutely. Right? I'm usually happy. I'm usually happy with that decision when I do make it. Because even though, for me, I wind up with a spicier horse afterwards, I am more secure and able to ride the foolishness. So, and you might not even have that, you might not have that sort of reaction. But like for me, I go, oh, now I'm up for whatever you've got.
Right.
Which isn't that much, let's be real. And if we walk a whole bunch afterwards, he goes back to sleep. So,
no, yeah, it's funny. I think that's a good point. And I think I need, and I usually do need to give my pony more credit. Because so we talked about this a couple episodes ago, how we liked the idea of like a schooling show, right?
Yeah.
You remember that? Literally the same day, I cannot even make this up. My trainer was like, we're going to do a small schooling series here this summer and fall at the barn. You and Ferris should ride. And it was like, what the fuck? Cool. Are you a psychic?
She was like, listening in outside your window. Oh, I can get Heather's money more easily if.
It's not my money. She wants, this pony deserves to show. This pony loves to show. He just doesn't like to trailer. So, but also she knows me so well at this point. This is like 15 years of friendship and like her literally rolling her eyes every time I make it up an excuse that my pony's not perfect.
You're like, I wrote the book. You can buy it.
Yeah, literally. And she's like, get on the pony. He's perfect. And he is, you know, I mean, literally he's never done anything that's like super gnarly. So I'm like, you know what? It's good. So July, clearly I am not fit. But if I have a goal to maybe do August, September, October, or even September, October shows, I do better. You know me with my functional freeze. I do better with the deadline. Like I do better knowing that there's something coming, and like maybe it'll give me a little incentive to like get up off my ass and actually do. I don't have to job a cross rail, which, you know, we'll see how we do. But like I do need to walk trot Canter. Like I don't want to embarrass myself. He's so cute.
You're at, you know, you're living that show barn life, and it's rough in the speedy fast lane. I can't speak words.
I'm not in that kind of show barn.
You have to keep up. You have to keep up with the McGillicuddies and show up. Do that walk track Canter, and that's a super fun advantage of having a barn. I'm jealous. Because I have no one and nothing to make me do anything.
Well, but that's the thing. So like, I don't know what's better for me, right? Is it better for me to just go and ride when there's no one there, and so I don't feel so self-conscious, and I could just, if I'm having a moment, I can just have my moment in privacy? Or is it better to just go hang out with my friends and just see what I got underneath me? You know what I mean?
I think it's better to go hang out with your friends, because you don't need to be self-conscious, and you don't need to have moments. You just need to go chill and have fun, because it's really expensive and it should be fun. That's what my mom always told me.
No, you're right. And I think my biggest problem, and I think anyone who's read Confessions of a Timid Writer knows this, is like I am my own worst enemy. And there's literally nothing in this reality that is creating this situation. My pony is perfect. My barn is great. I have no outside pressure. It's literally just me not feeling like I'm good enough. And the Canter, I think, where it used to be such a favorite of mine, has become this like hill that I can't climb. And it's not that scary. Like, you know what I mean? Like, but in my head it is. And I think a lot of people agree with that, for like lack of truth or not. You know, it's just this weird like bridge we can't cross.
Right. And I think that I don't usually advocate discomfort, but this seems worthwhile because you do know that you enjoy it. You do know that there's something great on the other side, just pushing through this mental wall. And if that, you know, means choosing a time when there's other people around, maybe, so that you have distractions, and just be like, just nudge into a canter and just do a quick lope around the arena. Put your feet forward and your ass back, you know? Lean
back. He has a good stop. I will tell you that. He has a great stop.
Yeah, just, you know, pretend you're an old-timey cowgirl and just be like, yee-haw, and then stop and be like, oh, we can't turn. And then go talk to somebody for a while. Walk in slow circles.
I like that idea, actually, because it does take a little bit of the pressure off.
Because you're just goofing around. Remember goofing around?
Oh, my God, what's that like?
And just gossiping. Just like, oh, and I'm going to trot this line now. And then you just, you know, just go jump over a cross rail for no reason with zero warm-up. Oh, those were the days.
That is actually the only way I can do it, because Ferris gets very excited when we're jumping. And so you know, we'll fully jig into a cross rail sideways because I'm holding him back so much.
So
he's very cute. So it's like one is like pretty much all we can do. But, you know, I do miss those days of we're just kind of cantering around and, oh, let's just take a course here. And, you know, this is fun. We'll do a rollback. And like, I want to get back to it. So I'm kind of thinking like this summer, if the weather cooperates a little bit, which this week work and weather seem to be, maybe I just hop on like, you know, every other day for a little bit and just kind of see what I'm working with, but push myself a little bit.
That sounds really fun.
It's
I
like
should do that too, but I probably
staycation.
won't. Yeah.
Stablecation.
Stablecation. I like that.
Yeah,
Maybe we could, can we turn that into something?
a
Feels like
stabilication. We
merchandise
could do
along the line
stickers.
there. Stabilication. We got to
Well,
figure it out.
maybe that's what the Horse Radio Network will do for their retreat. They're going to do a. Maybe we'll tell them we have to trademark it though, and they can use it with our permission.
I thought it was funny. Like, my travel agent was suggesting that like imagery of like horses on beaches and stuff like that, like a cartoon horse like sunning
Sure.
on the beach for our cruise. And I was like, Mom, we're leaving the horses. Like,
Right.
the point is we're getting away.
And
we're
also
going to talk about them really affectionately, but we're
Yeah.
not going to be like harassed by them
horse
nonstop.
crazy, but out of the barn. Well, because and I think anyone who's been to the Caribbean understands that like there's no hay there, so they have to import it, and so the horses are really undernutritioned and underdeveloped. So like I don't really like to ride them whenever possible. They're doing the best with what they got, I think, in a lot of cases, but yeah, I mean, one of the things that I don't know if I should drop her name, but it's her horse's name anyway. Ovation, who's an HRN auditor, and she comes to a lot of the cruises. She got engaged in the first one that we went to, and then her honeymoon was this last one. She said to me when I was telling her we were coming up with this idea, she goes, well, I love meeting other horse people in real life away from the barn. Like, we're always at the barn talking about horses. Let's get out and go meet other people that we have like the same hobbies with, but like do other things. Like, it's not just, we are pretty passionate people, but there's more to us. There's like, Natalie is a cocktail girl. I'm a karaoke lover. I don't like to sing it, but I will cheer you on. I mean, I've been known.
Who are we when we're not exhausted and freaked out?
Right.
That's what you get to find out. Maybe about yourself.
Yes, because I'm not always a timid rider, guys. Like, I'm actually a pretty bold person in life.
Yep.
So
cruising is usually the best version of yourself because you finally like don't have to work for anything for just a couple of days. Everything's done for you by smiling people who really like you. You're like, oh,
I
yay.
feel so free when I'm traveling, whether it's like a hosted trip or not. Like, there's something about you can literally just be the best version of yourself. Like, you're not stressed about work or making sure, the horse's abscess is draining or whatever it is. And so, again, my brain is never takes a vacation. So unless I take a vacation. And usually on these trips, you'll see me working anyway. I usually bring my laptop with me.
Well, we get inspired because all of a sudden we're not being bothered by like, dumb everyday life stuff. And it's like, oh, this is inspiring. This is inspiring. Let me write this down. Oh, what a great idea I just had. Do you know where I have great thoughts? When I'm flying and I'm looking out the window, and usually when we're on like a descent, so between 10, 20,000 feet, where you can sort of see really what's going on. You can watch cars,
you can see the lights.
And stuff. And I start narrating to myself in my head. And it's like the way I kind of used to think all the time when I was a kid. My whole life was one long narration.
Yeah.
And I start doing it. And I'm like, oh, I love this. Where is this the rest of my life? And the answer is it's nowhere because I'm in my house. I'm not out like looking at things and narrating them. When I was a kid, I was always out. So like, oh, I need to just fly around at a low altitude and just watch people and talk to myself.
Well, and I'll tell you, the best people watching comes from airports and flights. There's something, I was talking with somebody about this the other day. There's something about a reset. When you get to the airport, it's just your life is full of possibility, right? Yes, things could be delayed or there could be, but there's always there's so many routes, like so many people going in different directions, like, having different experiences. Like, the world is full of possibility. And I just feel like it's a really great reset mentally for me.
I don't know. Airports I'm usually just looking for the closest lounge where I can just get into a corner, put in my AirPods. Well, they're usually in the whole time I'm at the airport anyway now. And just be away from all of those people because they annoy me. They annoy me a lot, Heather. I don't care where they're going. I don't want to hear how friendly they are with other passengers or unfriendly for that matter. I am a lone reed. when I'm at the airport.
You know
Don't
what's
look at me.
funny?
Don't
And
talk
this
to
is
me.
the difference between you and me. You will put your AirPods in and you won't talk to anybody the whole time.
Mhm.
I will talk to anybody and everybody until I sit down. And when I'm trapped with you, you are a stranger to me. I will put my headphones on, even if I'm not using them, but like we will not, I don't want to be forced into a conversation for 3 hours. I was coming back from my last trip and I was in a very nice seat. This gentleman asked me to switch seats with his wife. It was the same, like a comparable seat. So it was both an aisle seat in the same section, whatever. He wanted to sit with his wife, fine. And I ended up sitting next to this like rock star guy, and he was perfect. He was so perfect. He literally put his hood up, put his headphones in, and faced away from me. And I was like, yes, this is the best seat in the house. And I was like, all of my prayers had been answered. I didn't have to do any of that because he did it. It was perfect.
My AirPods go in the moment I go through security. Out of my purse, in my ears, noise canceling, jazz music.
The thing about the AirPods that are the problem is that they're so little that people don't always pay attention to them. I like those big ass headphones that like you cannot underestimate the fact that like I'm like, what?
If people are talking to me, that is their problem because I don't know them and they shouldn't be talking to me. Also, my hair is always pulled back anyway, so you can see them.
Oh, that's true. I do have the big hair. Yeah, you're right. That's fair.
I can't stand headphones. Headphones make me claustrophobic.
Yeah.
Like they freak me out. So AirPods are the greatest thing that was ever invented.
AirPods are great, but my little ears get a little sore.
They do. They really hurt sometimes, but you know, life is pain.
Life is pain. So go canter your pony.
Exactly.
I'm getting all riled up now. And I'm just thinking of ways that I could get out there and just be like, well, and what I did find, not to like turn it back to riding, but you know, we're horse girls, is he is faster in the indoor than he is the outside.
Oh.
The outside arena has, you know, it's not, I mean, there's a street next to it. There's some barrier trees, but you know, cars is not his favorite. But inside there's a lot of birds, and birds are his absolute worst. He hates birds. He hates birds. No. And even if they leave him alone, he's just like immediately get me out of here. So like I almost think that I should take him into the outdoor, let him get a little hot, you know, because of the sun. He's not sun motivated.
I'll definitely be riding outdoors all the time if it's hot.
I know. And that's the thing. We always used to ride outside for years. Yeah. We hadn't had an indoor for years. And so, I mean, it's nice to have it now, but I actually prefer to ride outside. Even if it's a little drizzle, I'd prefer it. And I think he does too. So he gets a little anxious. I get a little anxious. So I think we're going to have to stick it outside. A lot of room to move, and then maybe if he's being a good boy, we'll trot some cross trails or something, and that'll be our reward for doing a good job.
You got me a little riled up. I haven't ridden in a month. Now I'm
because of the heat.
No, because of the quarter crack.
Oh, right,
in his heel, which did get taken care of this past week.
Yay.
So my farrier came at her usual appointment.
Okay,
that was already on the books. She said nothing whatsoever about the zillions of texts that I sent.
So she's like a Hinge date.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the rumor. I've never been on Hinge, but like, you know,
from what I've read on Threads. Yeah. It was because she had originally said she'd come out and handle it. She didn't come. She didn't text. Then I texted her.
Call no text.
Right. Then she didn't. I texted her several times over the next 2 weeks. She said she was having trouble with her phone.
Right. Google Voice. Always blame it.
Never
Google.
offered to come out after that, and then just texted me the day before my appointment to confirm as usual, and never said a word about it. And she said, yeah, you're doing the right thing with it, which I'm always doing the right thing with it. Yeah. I just want someone to tell me I'm doing the right thing because I don't do it that often. Do you know what I mean?
The right thing?
I know how to deal with something, but I would like some backup.
Right. Because you just need someone to let you know you're being a good girl. Well,
because I'm digging into the recesses of my brain, right?
Yeah.
I'm going back 30 years, like, what do I do with this situation? you know? And
Well,
so it would be helpful if somebody just said, yeah, that's what you do.
it would have been nice if you'd had that information 3 weeks ago, but this is where we're at.
This is where we're at.
My farrier loves me. Hi, Louie. I did the thing that all farriers hate the other day, where I was thinking to myself, like, oh, I think it's been a minute. Delight's feet look a little long. I should text the farrier. Then I forgot. And then he showed up to work on a whole bunch of horses. And I said, hey, Louie, I'm about to do the thing you hate. And he said, are you looking to add your horse to my list today? And I said, only if you have time, right? Like, I'm always 100% like, I just want to put it on your radar. And, and he just rolls his eyes. He's like, yeah, let me check and make sure I have the time. So he fits him in. And I was like, I'm sorry, I know this is like really annoying. And we always talk about it because we have mutual clients and things like that. So we know what it's like being a service provider. And so he's always very gracious. But I have some good news that the thrush that Delight has been battling for, 8 years is now really good. Like, his apex is looking really good. His hooves are hardened a lot with the drought. Everything's are great. He did have another abscess in one of his front hooves that he blew and did not tell anybody.
Oh.
So we are improving, even though the ground is not so great. But so I just laughed and I was like, Louie, you're the best. I really appreciate it. And he's just like, yeah, Venmo me. I'm like, okay. No,
Come
but
on, let's see. He wants to know what's going on in those feet too. After
he does.
The trophy abscess, the most insane abscess anyone's ever
And
seen.
you know what I didn't tell him? I didn't actually let him know, because when I was sitting down with a farrier from Root and Riddle at AHP, we were talking hooves, and I showed him the picture, and he goes, "It's never good when your farrier takes a poof of your horse's
I was there.
Right? Remember that?
Yes.
And Stuart? And so I forgot to tell Louie that I showed this, hoof specialist.
That was so funny.
The photo. So I'll have to tell him next time when he comes out for the other two. But his Delight's feet have gotten so much better, and I have been making more of an effort to get out there and just do his feet. But his feet have gotten so much better that he actually was able to clip them back twice. He has so much hoof, so he's able to shape them. So, small strides, but
it's the most important ones.
Considering Delight didn't have a hoof for like a whole month, and then his new thing is he refuses to lift his leg for me to do the picking and to clean it out. And he literally will just and now anybody who knows, you can't really make a thoroughbred who's like 1,500 pounds and a 16.3 do anything, especially when he's like a fighter. So
you can yell at them and send them into an absolute murderous rage if you want.
Yeah, but you know what works instead, besides me just like, come on, is I'll just have someone walking by, give him a treat, and then suddenly he forgets that he has legs, and it's perfect. It's so stupid. He's just so stubborn until there's food. Like his mom.
I know. Actually, Ben's really bad about that too. And when the farrier is working, I literally, my hands are in his mouth, like I'm pulling on his tongue, and he forgets to wrench his hoof away and be horrible because he's like, is she trying to feed me or she's just bad at it? And he's like, all engaged. So I knew a farrier in Maryland who had an assistant. Remember back when farriers used to have assistants?
Mine does, because he apprentices.
That's cool.
Yeah.
This guy, he had a holder, and I did know a few farriers back in like the 90s who they had somebody drive around with them just to hold the horse. And this person just like I'm holding my hand out and just flop, 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 flop the horse's nose, just back and forth. Every horse,
like
every single
motorboating.
Horse. That was all he did, essentially. He just, the whole time, he's just, blah, 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 and the horses are like, oh my God, do I love this? Do I hate this? I have to investigate. And he just keep going. Every horse. I can't even imagine like the exhaustion of your arm.
Oh my God. One of the horses at my barn has an actual like baby teething ring that we attach to like the crossties. It's so fucking cute. And he does use it. It's so easy. Well, and I will say, normally Delight's very good for the farrier. Like, so good, I'm usually not even there for them. But for whatever reason, he was just being a real see you next Tuesday for him this last time. And I was like, dude, he's fitting us in. Like, you best be on your good behavior. Like, I was going over him like, sir, he's doing us a favor right now. You need to just chill. And he's just like, where's my treat? You know, because I don't normally give him treats because I don't want him chewing on the farrier's back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Okay, number one, the teething ring sounds really funny. I love that
It's
idea.
so cute. I'll get a video.
Those peppermint treats from Buckeye that they gave us at AHP, soon to be Equine Media. I think I'm down to like 4. Like the horses love them.
They do
so much, and they're sugar free or low sugar, one or the other. They're
that's why I
very
can
healthy
for Ferris.
Yeah, I have to go get another bag of those, and like I had used the carrot ones before. Like, oh yeah, these are nice. Oh, it's got carrot in it, but these peppermint ones, forget it.
Oh, and they're like little wafers. Like, so they're thin and they're light and they're
so you can just kind of slip them and you can tease with them, you know, while somebody's working on them. You can be like, I got another one in my fingers. And if they get it, it's like, you know, 5 calories or something. It's no big deal.
Nothing crazy. Yeah, they love it. Like, they're so good. And I always have a bag of treats. Like, you know, let's be honest. Right? I always have a bag of treats. So that right now is the bag du jour. And then I will be rotating because my horses get bored. So I get that every May. I get that, and they get it for like May and June.
Get those. I like the 0 proof peppermint ones as well. Ben really likes those, but Manny doesn't like those. Well, Manny likes the Buckeye ones. Yeah, which surprised me. And then the other day, I went out to put Ben's fly mask on, and I was leaving for the day, and I had my purse over my shoulder. And he was like, well, what did you bring me? And I was like, an Altoid? And he's like, yeah. And then he started chasing me for Altoids, which is crazy, right? Like,
I mean, it's super minty. It's super strong. I know. So I really enjoyed it.
You would, maybe because they like, you know, they eat certain herbs and stuff like that. Their taste buds like a strong flavor. Because, he was like, on my ass.
You know what I should bring? I just found a whole bunch of volunteer spearmint in my garden. I should bring that to the barn and see what about the horses. I'd
be interested to know, because when I let Ben into the front yard, he doesn't eat the peppermint. Because I said to him, don't eat my peppermint. And he ran his nose over it. I'm trying to get it to grow all under my front porch because it's like just sand. And I apparently am the only person in the world that can't grow peppermint. Like, most people say it'll take over your entire yard. Mine is so half-hearted. But Ben and Manny both, they ran their noses over it and they were like, no, I need it with, I need it boiled down with some sugar, I think, mixed in with some other stuff.
I mean, that's fair. That's how most people take it.
I know. Like, I would mix it with bourbon, so.
Yeah, I mean, bourbon, doesn't bourbon make everything better?
Yes.
If you like it. Well, it's like how I feel
like
about
it, work on that.
Yeah.
It's acquired. You'll be fine.
I could actually make some mint infused tequila.
Oh, that sounds weird. What would you mix that with?
Margarita? Like I would make
margarita like for Christmas.
I don't know. Watermelon and mint margarita.
Watermelon? Well, I would do that with a mojito. A watermelon mojito.
I just don't really drink. I can't have rum. It's too much sugar.
Oh,
it's not good for me.
Too much sugar. None of it's good for you.
That's okay. I'm. You might notice my backdrop is a little different. I'm figuring out this whole studio thing. Well, my housekeeper's cleaning my house, and I have a huge fridge right next to me. And I was like, "Oh, I'm getting a headache." And then I was like, oh, "I have a bottle of Prosecco and a case of Coke cans in there." And I was like, "This is great. So convenient." So I chose.
It looks like your boudoir ate it because you have your pillows and I actually used to have that
on my trundle bed out here in the garage. I even have my AC on and everything, and I had to get like a fancy light. Now I just need to work on my backdrop, and then we're goals.
I like it. I'm going with the library theme with my backdrop. So I've got my books and stuff like that. I need better lighting though, because all of my blinds are closed because my air conditioning was out all weekend.
Oh yeah, how'd that go?
It was in the hot mid 90s and humid, like 70 to 80% humidity all day. And we used our portable unit in our bedroom. And so it was like a hotel room with a huge shady, hot patio, which is the rest of the house. Be like, I'm leaving the room. Close the door behind you.
I can't think of a worse nightmare. It's like the opposite of an adulting win. Losing your AC in Florida in June.
Well, you never lose it
like
in
a horror
January.
story.
You know, like, yeah. It was crazy because you really, you learn how little insulation your house has.
True.
When you look at, because I have a weather station, it has an internal and outdoor. And when the outdoor says 92 and the indoor says 86, you go, whoa, we got a problem here. This house was not built well. But houses in Florida are not built with insulation, so it's not just my problem. They they don't bother. Maybe, I don't know why. Maybe they think the insulation will make the hurricanes like them more or something.
Well, not to get on your weather bug here, but with this super El Nino coming this winter, like we might flip it. We might have the mild winter up here in New Jersey, and you guys might actually get snow and stuff down in Florida. They're talking about that.
I think it should be wetter and warmer, not wetter and colder. Because
okay, good.
Yeah, we did have a cold winter this past winter.
I don't mind wetter because, my grass is
I don't either.
Crunchy. We are in a super drought here.
We're still in an extreme drought here in this like sliver.
Yeah.
Of Florida, which is
it's bad.
Crazy. Mm-hmm.
It's bad here. And, I just feel bad for my roses that I just planted. They're like so stressed. And I'm like, girls, it's just okay. I'll get to a shade.
My vegetable garden has never done so well. It's loving it because if it rains, every few days it rains. And
that's
the rest
perfect.
of the time, it's I have so much fruit. I have more tomatoes, more squash than I've ever had. My okra's coming in, even though it's only like a couple feet high. It's not even that high yet. It's already producing fruit. Everything is thrilled. I'm like, you guys are bad. I have tomatoes everywhere, cucumbers. Like, you guys, this is bad weather. You can't make me excited for this, okay? So stop trying.
Vegetables do like a lot of water, but intermittently. So
they like the hot sun.
Yeah.
And they get afternoon shade, so they don't get completely roasted. And then the ground is dry and they're just into it. Like, yes, this is the best.
Yeah.
Oh, it's crazy.
I know.
So, usually by now my squash would have molded to just
because it's too wet.
Yeah, because it's too wet. It never dries out. No, not this year. It just keeps producing. I don't know what to do with it all.
Well, my backyard looks like a hoarder case right now because I have a patio umbrella that I'm trying to put together, but then it rained yesterday with like a big storm.
Yeah.
So now everything's just like sitting out on the patio in like plastic, and I'm just like, anybody looks into my yard, it looks really bad right now, and it's driving me insane. But I have most of this week off for no other reason besides the fact that it is. It's the summer slump. So everybody is like, finishing school, getting ready to go to the horse show. So like all my regular clients are a little quiet right now. So it's just, it's time to write, baby.
I know. I actually haven't done anything. I turned in past pages on Wednesday last week for Friends with Horses because I was supposed to get copy edits for Outside Rain like that day.
Mm-hmm.
And I haven't gotten them. And it's been 5 days. And I'm just like, well, I'm just going to read. All right. I'm going to read. I just read The Unicorn Hunters by Catherine Arden. It was amazing. It's historical fantasy. So it's set in like 1300s Brittany.
Cool.
And there's magic and romance. And it was just fantastic. I recommend that to everyone.
Oh, I'll have to check it out. I'm finishing The Jump right now.
Oh, that book I wrote.
Yeah, the book that you wrote, and I literally
it.
brought it to dinner with me the other night, so you'll appreciate this is my life. Okay, so I make a dinner reservation for Saturday night. So I work all day, and I'm down in South Jersey, and I'm like, oh, look at me, I'm so excited. I'm gonna get back in time, shower, I'll get a nice little outfit on, I'll go out on a solo date with myself to dinner. And I even confirmed the reservation. I look at it, and they were like, oh, welcome to Olea, Philadelphia. I was like, what the fuck? So I made reservations at the wrong restaurant.
Oh.
So I had to cancel that last minute and get charged for it because I was not driving back to Philly. Then I was like, you know what? I'll see if they have availability the next day. There's like a gorgeous little restaurant in Spring Lake. Everyone's talking about it. So I make reservations for Father's Day by myself. I bring my book. I bring my wallet and, a cute little dress. I show up there and I just feel like a goddess. I'm wearing my goddess dress. I'm feeling so cute. And here's my little trick. So when you're making reservations at dinner, nobody likes to make a table for one. So I always book a table for two. And then when I show up, I tell them my friend has a migraine and they just give me the table, right? Because I don't want to sit at the bar. I don't want to talk to people. So the waiter sits down. I sit down and the waiter's like, oh, just you tonight? I'm like, yeah. He goes, I love that for you. I'm like, thank you. Me too. So I pull out the Jump. I'm reading it. And I get to chapter 23 where there's a little mention of that little Heather body worker saddle fitter in there. And I was like, look at this bitch. And I texted you.
Yeah.
And the waiter was like, oh, what are you reading? And I was like, my friend wrote a book. He's like, no, she didn't. I'm like, yes, she did. And I'm reading it right now. And what's it about? I was like, well, do you know anything about horses? He's like, no. And I'm like, it's a drama. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. And so we're sitting there, but the only bad part about that whole experience, he did comp my drink, like a lovely person.
Nice.
It was non-alcoholic anyway, but
those are usually
they did not tell me when booking the reservation that it was family style restaurant.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so
What
I'm
did you
sitting here in my gorgeous goddess dress with my beautiful little book that my friend wrote on the table and my gorgeous mocktail and literally like heaps of food.
Oh,
It looks
no.
like I'm fucking Shrek. Okay, like I'm just like and the manager comes over and he goes, how we doing over here? And I was like, honestly, this is like 3 or 4 meals for me. And he goes, yeah, we're kind of family style. I said, it would have been nice to know that. I would have gotten one, not the side and the main, and the appetizer. Like I would have gotten one dish.
Meal.
And he goes, oh, you didn't know? No, sir. No, sir. I'm not normally this much of a big back. Sorry.
That's so bizarre.
It was bizarre. And then he goes, do you want dessert? I'm like, no. No, I do not. But anyway, I have a lot of fun when I go out by myself.
Oh,
so
my Lord.
I had
What a
meals for
crazy
days.
thing.
It was really
Jeez.
good, actually. I highly recommend it. But yeah, so I don't know if that's my adulting win of the week or what, but it was quite
It
entertaining.
was something. Sometimes your adulting win is survival, and friend, I did it.
I looked cute, but I was in a mess. So that's
Yeah.
basically the method for my life. I mean, honestly.
And you got leftovers, so
Great leftovers. They had this
That's something.
miso glazed salmon with like this pickled cucumber. Oh, it's so good. I don't even know how
family
it goes
style
together.
salmon.
It was weird. No, it was weird. It was like, I don't even know what it was called, but it worked so well. And I was really surprised by it. Anywho, what's your adulting win of the week besides planning a trip with moi?
Oh, well, that was pretty intense. I mean, like I also survived my weekend without air conditioning, so that was pretty good.
That's fair.
Last night,
And your farrier came.
and my farrier came, and last night I said, let's go get burgers and beers at this one place.
Ooh.
And we went, and she said, oh, would you like the Monday burger and beer special? And I was like, the what? And it turned out that yes, indeed, I did want the special, and I
you did.
saved like $25 by going on Monday instead
Amazing.
of going on any other day of the week. So that was a pretty big win.
Now you know.
Yeah.
On Mondays is the day, so you get burgers.
Exactly. Yes, it was good. So, it's just summer. We're just cranking along, just
There you go.
getting through it, I guess. And
That's how I feel about summer.
making the best of everything. It feels like it's been complicated. Like I wrote out a list the other day of all of the like dumb things that had happened in the past 4 weeks. And it was a lot. And I was like, what the what? So I'm going to just hope that cycle is coming to an end and we can just ease out. I have an event. We have events coming up we should mention before we go.
Oh yeah, we should.
I have,
we don't have the
July-
details yet, though.
I think just August 1st is our detail in Maryland. So
It's
be there.
Falston, Maryland.
Falston, Maryland. So somewhere
At-
like Baltimore County.
Some barn in northern
Mhm,
Maryland.
at a
There
barn.
will be a book signing event with vendors.
Yeah.
Lori was calling for vendors as well. So if we know any of our friends out there who have businesses and are located in that area.
Yeah. That and I have one at Impressions of Saratoga. And it is definitely in July
At some
at
point.
a date that I know.
Isn't it like the 15th, 16th, something like that? It's like mid-July.
Yeah, it's one of those. I think it's the 15th.
Why is it I know
believe
your
it.
schedule better than you do?
Cute. Well, it's like my brain can't handle really that it is that it's the 15th or the 16th. Like there's something about those numbers that I think I probably always transpose. Like literally it's always a problem for me.
Oh my God.
I can't really explain my brain and numbers, but I can tell you that it's not pretty. It's the 15th. It's July 15th at 6:00 at Impressions of Saratoga. So come one, come all, if you would please, and don't make me look like a dork. Make me look like a person with friends. That would be great. Doing this all for me. Thanks.
Yeah.
All the support.
Nobody
ego.
wants to be the author at a book signing who literally has no one show up. That's
No.
worst nightmare fuel.
And I'm not a petty marketer, so I wouldn't do a post that was like, I threw a book signing and nobody came. I would never tell you. You would never know if I had a book signing and no one came.
No, that would be deleted from all social media archives, website events, all of that. It would not.
My brain everywhere. I don't want to remember that.
That did not happen.
Exactly. So yeah, so quick 1-2 for us. In me in July, and then the two of us together August 1st with Lori Burley and hopefully some other cool people. So I hope lots of people come to see us.
We're gonna have a blast, and we'll post some of those dates in the show notes. Actually, so make sure you send me the correct information, Natalie.
Yeah. I just checked Impressions of Saratoga's Facebook page to double check my date, so that's how good my information is.
Okay,
good. I have to check.
Wonderful, and it's a cute little store right on Main Street. So
it's a great store.
Yeah,
I love that store. So I'm really excited. I actually always wanted to do a signing there. So yay.
It's cute. You'll have a good time. I'll be at Hits on the Hudson that same weekend for Zoe because her show got moved up a week. So we had to make some plans, switch around a little bit. But you know what? I booked at the Howard Johnson, so I'm living the high life, I love
a Howard Johnson.
Yeah.
Retro.
They got a pool, so we'll see if it's green or not. I don't know.
Come on. The Hojo. That's exciting.
You know what? I did live in a Hojo for like 2 weeks when I first moved to New Jersey because our house wasn't ready. And so I have good memories of a Hojo, Yeah.
Very
On
cool.
that note, we should probably skedaddle.
We should.
I just got a call from my dad's social worker, so got to see what that's about.
Okay.
Not great. Thank you for being a little weird with us, Horse Girl. If you like what you hear, make sure to subscribe to our podcast on your player of choice. Follow us on Instagram at Adulting with Horses Podcast, or even better, join our Adulting with Horses Clubhouse on Facebook, where you can become part of the show. Also, it's a great place to meet other horse crazy women.